That's my homie. What's up, homie? It's going down. All right, I'm about to put my garments, get my garments together. I'm gonna start off with this homie Wesker, man. Uh, let's see. There are they can be earned or they can be got. What level is your character at? Level one. Okay, great. I'm gonna start with. I got a few characters. One of them is a level one, and he's a beastie character. So that's awesome. That's great. I have a level 11, a level three, a level four, and a level one. And my level one is one of the dopest characters on here. His name is Wesker. So Shabbat Shalom, OG Genesis, Loopy Lane. What's the word, good sir? Shabbat Shalom. There you go. What's up, homie? So they got this cool thing. If you push the triangle button, they'll give you D-pad options. You'll be able to say thanks. Hey, Shabbat Shalom to whoever just came in. We got OG Genesis Loopy Lane rocking with us. And we just went over the Torah portion from the law portion, okay? So if you're rocking with us, please share out. We are starting a whole new program, a whole new platform to where we are not only going over the scriptures, we've given people, something cool to do. Just watch the game. Okay, game and tour. That's right. Oh, it's exactly now you starting to see it, Kanaya. Right, right. So with that being said, Kanaya, share it out in the class groups and all the other groups. Share it out on my Facebook. And we're rebuilding. We're starting from foundation from groundation. Hallelujah. So as y'all know, Genesis Loopy Lane is on as always. We tracking. If you can see a picture, it'd be both of us in the old school. Just sliding through. All right. So we're gonna play around. We're gonna wait on a few friends. We're gonna wait on a few family members. We're also gonna get ourselves together. Loopy, if you want to, my lord, I know you're probably doing your doodaddles, but when you come over to this mannequin and you go to customize, it says weapon skills and gestures. You can change on your D-pad what type of gesture yeah, yeah. You know what, and I I like doing all these gestures, and one of the reasons I like doing it because I have an imagination. So but the other one is yeah, I know, man. Ain't that sad and scary, man? They don't even use their imagination. It's so sad, man. Man. So one of the reasons I like doing that is, imagination, and the other reason the other reason is because I like to communicate on the games. I like it to where my character, I can see you, you can see me. We banging on here, we the homies, man. So, you know, so I'm gonna change up some of my Jones. All right, and for those of you who can't see me, this is my character moving around. All right, and I did this gesture. Hey, a little help, you know. Here, let me see. Let me see. Let me change my options audio. Make sure. Yeah, it does. All of the weapons have their very own features. All right. The weapons have their very own features, so it does work. Hey, Shabbat Shalom to whoever just came in. We are keeping the Shabbat. We are at Madrash time, which is called rest time. All right. This is me over here. This is my character. I'm gonna wave my hand again so y'all can see me. All right. And if you didn't see me, I'm over here. I'm over here. I'm over here. And if you really didn't see me, I'm over here. I'm over here. Over here, yeah, woohoo. You feel me? Yeah, woo, halaya. All right. Shabbat shalom. All right, we're gonna keep the Sabbath this way to the synagogue, this way to kicking it with us, this way, everybody. All right, so Genesis Loopy Lane is getting his character, he's getting his character together, and as he does, I want to talk about what I learned for this week on the Torah. So this week for the Torah, the Most High tells us, "Don't be afraid, don't be afraid, don't be afraid. Take the land, take the land, take it, take it, take it, take it, take it." and then he tells us that we're special people. Me, I have this thing right now to where I'm learning discretion. I do feel like I have a bond or a bind on my tongue. I do. Hey, if you're watching, thank you for just joining in. That's our brother. If you see NC Rebel, all right, here, let me show you. Over here. Hey, come over here, y'all. Let me show you. Here, hey, y'all, over here. All right. So right there, okay. Hold on, look, right there is Genesis Loopy Lane, okay. Isaiah Yashala, this is my character. We just did this a little while ago. So Genesis Loopy Lane is customizing his character, probably getting his, all of his good stuff together. And on this game, we will be working as teams. I like I like fun stuff. I don't like, hey, Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. So glad family coming in. So all right, I gotta do it again. For those just seen it, all right, I gotta do it again. All right, I'm Isaiah Yasharala, Karat Zaya Ban Yasharala. It's my character right here. All right, so that character over there is Loopy Lane, Genesis Loopy Lane, and when he gets done, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go this way through the door. All right. But until then, we're gonna talk about the Torah portion. We're gonna use our imagination. This time it's called Madrash. We're at Madrash now. Madrash means just everybody chilling, resting, working together. You feel me? Just keeping the Shabbat day holy. You feel me? All right. But if you're in a synagogue, we would be doing madrash. We would all be sitting around. We would be looking at books. We would be doing all those wonderful things. You feel me? We would be listening to music. We would be listening. Well, we'd be looking at books. See, here's our Saparium. There's our Saparium. We would be listening to Nagayana. We'd be listening to books. All right. We would be calling each other. We would be on live and stuff like that. You feel me? So another way of us communicating together is through the means of what Yahweh gave us, is through social media. So my brother, your brother, my friend, your friend, Genesis Loopy Lane. All right. Once he finishes getting his character together, we're gonna start the match and we're gonna go. We're gonna- all right. So with that being said, with this week's Torah portion, I learned so much. You feel me? Deuteronomy chapter 7 through 11. It was a wonderful refresher. And when I got to the prophet portion, which is Isaiah chapter 49, it was ridiculous because outside from the Torah portion, I could see Yahweh Shai. Now there were some places. Now lately, there's been people that's been questioning Yahweh Shai's divinity, which it's never been a question for me. I've never questioned if Yahweh Shai, is real or not. It's just I just and that's a part of it. It's faith is a big part of this thing. There's an issue with not having faith passed against the Most High. You feel me? We have to have faith that, oh, you know what? That thing that I did, I won't do it anymore after I perform the sacrifice. It wasn't just a sacrifice. So faith in Mashiach Yahushai is everything because just as we seen how Moses was reminding us, Moshe, so many different pronunciations. As Moses was reminding us, hey, Loopy, give me confirmation whenever you're ready because we just dropping jewels. All right. No, okay, for sure, for sure, for sure. All right, so as we were going through the Torah portion, we seen how Moses, that's cool. It's like I'm looking at the Torah. Yeah, that's all praise. Let's do that. So or I can go over here and look at my notes. So let's look at my notes. All right. So as we was looking at the Torah, we seen what? We seen, hold up. Hey, if you ain't paying attention, come over here. Come over here so I can show you come over here. I want to show you my notes. All right. So Masha, he reminds us that he prayed for us and Yahweh was going to kill us. And even though he said, because the first time he was like, and the Lord our God, heard me, and I speak it as a man on this, and he says that he he said that he would make a great nation out of me, that he would destroy you suddenly and make a great nation out of me. That's beastie. The Most High said he's going to destroy. It would be not one Israelite, not one southern kingdom, not one northern kingdom. None of us, if Masha Moses didn't pray for us, man, you got to think about the mercy in that, which really cut me to my core because I haven't been very merciful lately. You feel me? I have a stain on me in Yasharallah. So now I'm hearing Masha was merciful. And I was like, I knew this. Then I'm looking, and I'm like, okay, let me look at these notes over here. All right, these notes over here remind me that, okay, since Masha prayed for us and Yahweh didn't destroy us, I'm like, okay. Then I look at this note over here, and I'm like, all right, that is really, really interesting. Not only did the Most High say he would destroy us once, he said it twice, as Moses reminded us in the Old Testament. So I'm like, over here, he said, okay, I will destroy them and make a better nation out of you. Then over here, Moses said what? Moses said, okay, Most High heard me again. I'm like, wow. All right. So I'm going through the prophet portion. All right. So that was the Torah. That was down here in the Torah. So I'm listening to the prophet portion. I'm, being let it come back to my memory. And it's Isaiah chapter 49. And in Isaiah chapter 49, we can see that this power, this entity, the same one that said he would destroy us, all right, is also the same one in Isaiah chapter 49 said he would redeem us. And I'm like, man, okay, I know this isn't a bipolar. People like to say bipolar. Here goes something. Never argue with a bipolar person or anybody with Tourette syndrome ever. All right, it doesn't make sense. All right. So if that doesn't make sense to you, just take my word for it. Don't argue with a person that's bipolar. Don't argue with a person with Tourette's syndrome. It doesn't work. All right. Hey, let me check on the homie. Hey, Luke, you all right? Yeah, he over there? Okay, you still over there. You doing your thing? Okay. Okay, all praise, all praise, man. I got a lemon squeezer I wish I can give you, man. Let me see. All right, so back to it. Isaiah chapter 49, as I'm listening to the Torah and we going through it, I see Yahweh Shai all through there. It's so complex, but it's so beautiful. Here's the thing. I used to love books. I still love books. I love narratives and all those things, and and kids books, all kind of books. The point of saying such is to say when you're going through comic books, you have to be able to process who is over here, what did this character do, what is this character doing, why is this panel up here? Why is it like that? Don't you all know that teaching your children how to read comic books will get your children on college reading levels before you know it? Because the comprehension level goes up of being able to process looking over here, understanding this comic strip, understanding that comic strip. The children's comprehension levels go up. So the point of saying such is to say this. Reading Isaiah chapter 49, it's a comic strip. It's more than that. You have the prophet Isaiah. You have the Most High Yahweh spoke to him. You have the word of Yahweh came to him. You have the children of Israel, and you have the actual land, Jerusalem. And then you got the Gentiles. There's literally like six, if not more, characters that's written about in just Isaiah 49 alone. And as I'm listening to it, I know somebody just said, wow. So check this out. As I'm listening to it, I'm like, how can anybody tell me that it's now nobody gets scared and or offended at this statement? How can anybody tell me that it's only one character in this entire book? I have this way of teaching, and my teaching is this right here. If I'm sitting in this chair, this is me, I'm Abba, right? I'm sitting right here in this chair and I say, let's say, Yashar, or Zakaria, or Jeremiah, or Bayamiah, or Lamadia. If I say, hey, go, wait, I was pointing the wrong way. If I say, go turn that light off, or if I say, let there be light, right? I'm right here on this. This is my throne. And there, I want that, and I say, let there be light. Now, I have a whatever. I am Abba. And I say, let there be light. Do I have to get off my throne and I got to walk all the way over here myself and get it? Now, officially, y'all just heard me all say, I have Yashard, I have Jeremiah, I have Zakaria, I have Benjamin, I have Lamadia, I have Zaywan, Zaire. I have so many Banyam, right? Does Abba really have to get off his chair, get out of his throne, get off his zone to go and do it? Or can he say, let there be light? See, when you read Genesis chapter 1, it says, it don't say Yahweh. It says Elohim. And that's so fire. Why is that fire? Because the word Elohim, it means the powers. Whenever we read Yahweh, it says Yahweh alone. All right, Yahweh Chad, Khan, Yahweh Chad, Khan, Hallelujah. Matter of fact, Hallelujah, Yahweh Chad, Hallelujah, Khan. See, Yahweh Chad. So when you're looking at the concept of Yahweh Chad, he is a Chad. There is only one Abba, but Abba has Elohim. And it says in the beginning, Elohim created heaven and earth. So when you go to Genesis 49 and you see these different characters that's in here, I counted six. And I ain't gonna stunt. You know, working on my math skills, praying for them. Loopy, let me know when you get all the lemons off of that tree, and then bring them back to the farm, from the farm, and then peel them. Oh, I'm just like, hey, Loopy back! Come on, Loopy over here! Come on! That's the homie, Loopy, come! Yeah. All right. Okay. You gotta hold the triangle button, and when you hold the triangle button, then you press one of the directions on the D-pad, or you press R1 or L1 or L1. All right. So that's how you communicate. All right. So let's get it cracking. Both our characters at level 1. You got your weapons picked out, brother. And while we do this, what I want to do is, everybody. Well, do you trade your weapon then, brother? Trade your weapon. Hey, man, start off with whatever you want. All right, brother. All right. All right, take your time, sir. All right, so we're gonna get it cracking. We're starting from the very gate, from the very beginning. We have no missions done, none. All right, so first I gotta pick the missions. So I'm gonna pick mission number 1 from the very beginning. All right, uh, let's get it. So here's the thing. As we're going through Genesis chapter 49, this week's Torah portion, and we're seeing these different characters. I want to encourage everybody to look at these different names. We all know how to read in Hebrew or translate by now. And if you don't, let's sit down and do it together. Yo, Loopy, man, I gotta tell you, man, just starting off from Genesis 49, it was the prophet portion beautiful. I'm gonna play it, man. Is that okay with you? Okay. Okay, let's rock out to the sun's down. So Genesis chapter 49 is about 3 minutes and 9 minutes. Now, before we get officially started, I'm a little bit more experienced in this game. Me and Zakardia, me and Bayemia, me and Lamadia, we've played this game, and it's just a great family co-op. All right, it's a great family game. Okay, so as Loopy gets his sticks, you good to go? Oh, well, never mind then. Let's get it then. Let's get it then. All right. Well, I'm gonna let the homie do his thing. You lead the way, brother, and I'm gonna talk. All right. So with that, so with that being said, what we have going on is we have Genesis chapter 49. We have the Messiah. Keep your hands off my homie. We have the Messiah, we have the Most High, we have Israel, we have the prophet Jeremiah, and he's so plainly there. He's literally named off, not by the name Jesus. All right, keep your hands off my homie. Keep your hands off my homie. All right, so he's named off. There you go. Handle it. All right. Yeah, they finished. So now here's my thing. When you're looking for Hamashiach in the Old Testament, you're not looking for the name Jesus Christ. That is ridiculous. Unless now when they stagger like that, you can run up on them and still on them. That's a stun move when you stun them. All right. So that's ridiculous to think that it's going to say Jesus Christ unless you find an article written in Greek. Like in the Apocrypha, you'll see the name Jesus because the Apocrypha was found and written in Greek. All right. For those of you who don't know, the Apocrypha was found and written in Greek. All right. Don't let it freak you out. If you want to dip Loopy, the circle button in any direction, it'll make you dodge out the way, either left, right, forward, back. All right. Then also, bow, bow. You can take out the knees, get up on them close enough. Ah, get back. Boy, you got the cooties. Good looking, homie. Hey, unclean. They tried to touch me, unclean. No, you're unclean. Back up. You look like you've been eating bacon off of the floor. All right. Oh, Loopy. Also, if you push down and X at the same time, that's a quick turn. Back up. Ah, 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 ah. Punk buster. Bacon off the floor, fingertip sucker. All right. So, again, as we're looking at, yeah, what we can see is that when you're looking for Yahweh Shai in the Old Testament, don't look for the name or the word Jesus. It's not going to be found in Hebrew. That's ridiculous when people try to even present that to you. Show me the name Jesus. No, no, we're not going to do that. But we can show you the angel of the Lord. All right. We can show you um uh off. All right, that's you, brother. Now I think you got it, sir. Nah, I don't got it. That's just because there's some cooties. There's some cooties back here. There's some dudes with doodle fingers. Oh, I got a grenade. That's an electric bottle. I don't want to throw an electric bottle. That boy hit them with the ooh, what? Man, that is a problem. I wonder. Yeah, that's a problem. Wow. Wow. I think you might have the key now, sir. I'm not sure, but I think so. I don't know. I'll go and check. Just don't. Okay, it's okay. Uh yeah, it's all clear. All right. So, yeah, man. So as we read in Isaiah chapter 49, he's even more clear. He's even more transparent. You know, hey, it's some Magnum ammo back here if you want it, bro. It's in a box back there. Bop, 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 bop. So as we play Isaiah chapter 49, all right, I want to encourage everybody to listen. And as you listen, it's not just about using your imagination in this. I gotta talk to you like a teacher or like a child because that's how I learn. I learn like a child, like a baby. I don't mind saying that. This is the sincere milk of the word. Okay. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and play Isaiah chapter 49. We're gonna see if hopefully all of y'all can hear it. And not, I'm gonna try not to make no assertions. I want you to listen for yourself because it's the prophet Isaiah. You might say, well, you already did make assertions. So, well, yeah, I did. Not for now. So it's the prophet Isaiah. Since we know it's Isaiah chapter 49, we know it's Isaiah speaking. But what is his prophecy? What is his narrative? What is he saying? That's what we're trying to listen for. All right. And as I'm listening, I want to learn. All right. So let's go ahead and get it popping. Isaiah chapter 49. All right. Quote me on Charlotte.
Chapter 49. Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, ye people from far. The Lord hath called me from the womb, from the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name. And he hath made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand hath he hid me, and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver hath he hid me, and said unto me, Thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom I will be glorified. Then I said, I have labored in vain, I have spent my strength for naught, and in vain. Yet surely my judgment is with the Lord, and my work with my God. And now saith the Lord that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Through Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my God shall be my strength. And he said, It is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to restore the preserved of Israel. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth. Thus saith the Lord, the Redeemer of Israel, and his Holy One, to him whom man despiseth, to him whom the nation abhorreth, to a servant of rulers, kings shall see and arise, princes also shall worship, because of the Lord that is faithful, and the Holy One of Israel, and he shall choose thee. Thus saith the Lord, in an acceptable time have I heard thee, and in a day of salvation have I helped thee, and I will preserve thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, to establish the earth, to cause to inherit the desolate heritages, that thou mayest say to the prisoners, Go forth. To them that are in darkness, shew yourselves. They shall feed in the ways, and their pasture shall be in all high places. They shall not hunger nor thirst, neither shall the heat nor sun smite them. For he that hath mercy on them shall lead them, even by the springs of water shall he guide them. And I will make all my mountains a way, and my highways shall be exalted. Behold, these shall come from far, and lo, these from the north and from the west, and these from the land of Sinim. Sing, O heavens, and be joyful, O earth, and break forth into singing, O mountains. For the Lord hath comforted his people, and will have mercy upon his afflicted. But Zion said, The Lord hath forsaken me, and my Lord hath forgotten me. Can a woman forget her sucking child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yea, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. Thy walls are continually before me. Thy children shall make haste, thy destroyers, and they that made thee waste shall go forth of thee. Lift up thine eyes round about, and behold, all these gather themselves together, and come to thee. As I live, saith the Lord, thou shalt surely clothe thee with them all, as with an ornament, and bind them on thee as Christ doeth. For thy waste and thy desolate places, and the land of thy destruction, shall even now be too narrow by reason of the inhabitants, and they that swallowed thee up shall be far away. The children which thou shalt have, after thou hast lost the other, shall say again in thine ears, The place is too strait for me, give place to me, that I may dwell. Then shalt thou say in thine heart, Who hath begotten me these, seeing I have lost my children, and am desolate, a captive, and removing to and fro? And who hath brought up these? Behold, I was left alone. These, where had they been? And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. Shall the prey be taken from the mighty, or the lawful captive delivered? But thus saith the Lord, even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away, and the prey of the terrible shall be delivered. For I will contend with him that contendeth with thee, and I will save thy children, and I will feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh. And they shall be drunken with their own blood, as with sweet wine. And all flesh shall know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior, and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob.
Man, all praise the Most High. I was completely zoned out while I was listening to that. And at the same time, I keep hearing new things. Hey, Loopy, it looks like we got all five medallions, which means, we got, all the experience levels on that stage. That was great. That was a great gameplay. The co-op was good. I loved seeing you have my back. I love me having your back. There was at one point I had ducked down and I had hit two zombies at once with the Magnum. And you had my back on that. So I was able to get out the way, so that was really fun, man. Now we have time here to either evaluate our weapons. We can, but I would say we just go to the next move. You good on that? All right, let's keep pressing until it actually gets hard enough that way we have to actually do something. So Shabbat Shalom to who just came in. Shabbat Shalom to who just came in. So me and brother Genesis Loopy Lane, we are gaming and also going over the scriptures for the Shabbat. So if you don't mind, and if you like people that game, if you like gaming, if you like the art of video gaming, make sure that you share out too. All right. So with that being said, I just listened to Genesis chapter. Isaiah chapter 49. I'm definitely gonna play it again because I want to go over it again. And I hear so many different things. Now I ask the people that when you listen. I asked the people that when you listen to Genesis chapter 49, Isaiah chapter 49, that you please listen for the characters. What characters do you hear in Genesis chapter 49? Because you should be able to hear Yahushai in there mentioned. It's not going to say Jesus at all whatsoever. All right. So it's not going to say Jesus anywhere in Isaiah chapter 49. But here's the not the problem. Here's the thing. In Genesis chapter 49, you're going to hear about somebody that's going to come, and they're going to be a ruler under the God who made everything. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not Genesis. Isaiah 49. Excuse me. It's Isaiah 49. So I apologize. I just heard myself say it incorrectly. So in Isaiah chapter 49. So, and that's the powerful part about it. All right. Whenever the Ecclesiastes. All right. Let's go ahead and get this cracking. I'm just gonna go ahead and evaluate this stuff, and we're gonna get out of here. In Ecclesiastes, it talks about a lover who has hid themselves and they can't be seen. And that's how Yahushua is with us. He's our lover. Okay. So we in a safe place. We're gonna go back over the prophet portion soon as far as online, but we're right here. We got our brother Genesis Loopy Lane. As you know, we want to make sure that we have something that our people can look at, something that our people can listen to. And you was a part of helping this get set up. So Shabbat Shalom, Shalom, Thawada, Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. All right, do it for the book, 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 Shalom. Why y'all jump up? Like he thought, my bad, I didn't mean to make him excited. So as we go through Genesis, Isaiah chapter 49, you can see Yahushua all through there, and it's ridiculous. I don't want to say, I want to say I'm so disappointed, but I guess can you be really disappointed if the people don't know, or if it's not taught, or if it's not, or if it's always been a struggle for people to see it? So the point of saying such is to say, all right, we're gonna wait on our brother Genesis Loopy Lane, and we're gonna play Genesis chapter 49, and you will be able to hear it over the speakers because we've been figuring out how to get this system down packed. All right, so Genesis, OG Genesis Loopy Lane is on with us. Isaiah chapter 49 is a prophecy. All right, now anybody that knows how to listen to narrative, anybody knows how to story tell. All right, anybody who knows how to read books and keep up with, you know, the strips of the books, the pages, the paragraphs, all those good things. Anybody who knows how to do that should be able to do the same thing that we're all going to do together. We're going to listen and we're going to see a few things. Who's talking? Who's being talked to? What's being talked about? Who's talking? Who's being talked to? What's being talked about? Okay? And within this, I want you to listen and see what's the narrative. All right, Isaiah chapter 49. This is going to be about a 4 minute while we play the game and while we listen to the scriptures. It's about 3 minutes and 49 seconds. 3 minutes and 49 seconds. Then we're going to come back to Madrash to talk about it. All right, Kwame Ashala. For your viewing and listening pleasures, Shabbat Shalom. All right, they're unclean, Loopy. Don't let him touch you. He unclean.
Chapter 49. Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, ye people from far. The Lord hath called me from the womb, from the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name. And he hath made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand hath he hid me, and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver hath he hid me, and said unto me, Thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom I will be glorified. Then I said, I have labored in vain, I have spent my strength for naught, and in vain. Yet surely my judgment is with the Lord, and my work with my God. And now saith the Lord that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Through Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my God shall be my strength. And he said, It is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant, to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to restore the preserved of Israel. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth. Thus saith the Lord, the Redeemer of Israel, and his Holy One, to him whom man despiseth, to him whom the nation abhorreth, to a servant of rulers, kings shall see and arise, princes also shall worship, because of the Lord that is faithful, and the Holy One of Israel, and he shall choose thee. Thus saith the Lord, in an acceptable time have I heard thee, and in a day of salvation have I helped thee, and I will preserve thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people to establish the earth. to cause to inherit the desolate heritages, that thou mayest say to the prisoners, Go forth, to them that are in darkness, shew yourselves. They shall feed in the ways, and their pasture shall be in all high places. They shall not hunger nor thirst, neither shall the heat nor sun smite them. For he that hath mercy on them shall lead them, even by the springs of water shall he guide them. And I will make all my mountains a way, and my highways shall be exalted. Behold, these shall come from far, and lo, these from the north and from the west, and these from the land of Sinim. Sing, O heavens, and be joyful, O earth, and break forth into singing, O mountains. For the Lord hath comforted his people, and will have mercy upon his afflicted. But Zion said, The Lord hath forsaken me, and my Lord hath forgotten me. Can a woman forget her sucking child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yea, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. Thy walls are continually before me. Thy children shall make haste, thy destroyers, and they that made thee waste shall go forth of thee. Lift up thine eyes round about, and behold, all these gather themselves together and come to thee. As I live, saith the Lord, thou shalt surely clothe thee with them all, as with an ornament, and bind them on thee as a bride doeth. For thy waste and thy desolate places and the land of thy destruction shall even now be too narrow by reason of the inhabitants, and they that swallowed thee up shall be far away. The children which thou shalt have after thou hast lost the other shall say again in thine ears, The place is too strait for me, give place to me that I may dwell. Then shalt thou say in thine heart, Who hath begotten me these, seeing I have lost my children, and am desolate, or captive, and removing to and fro? And who hath brought up these? Behold, I was left alone. These, where had they been? And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. Shall the prey be taken from the mighty, or the lawful captive delivered? But thus saith the Lord, even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away, and the prey of the terrible shall be delivered. For I will contend with him that contendeth with thee, and I will save thy children, and I will feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh. And they shall be drunken with their own blood, as with sweet wine. And all flesh shall know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior, and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob.
That was powerful. All praise the Most High. I heard, listen, I heard so much. Isaiah chapter 49, Isaiah chapter 50. The subject matter changes, and I want to let it continually play, but this is a love story. This is a love story, and if somebody doesn't see it, hey, throw out a Loopy straight, staple them up, man. This is beautiful gameplay. Great footage, man. Great teamwork. All right. So, and that's also cool just to know, hey, man, I'm just mobbing with the homie, man. We just trying to get home, man. These unclean doodle finger dudes keep trying to touch us. Whoa, I hear a big old. That's all right. We took down Og. We took down a giant Og. Here you go. Pop, pop, pop. They trying to get me in the corner. Ah, ah. Good looking, homie. I appreciate that, Lou. Good looking. I'm out the way. I done came here. Oh, it's ugly. Oh, it's ugly over here. I done got packed up. They trying to trap me up. Hey, I gotta get back over to my homie. All right, where the homie? Hey, look, where the homie? All right, so but yeah. Oh, there you go. See them sparks flying off from around the corner. No, you don't. That's what's up. Go ahead, a little bit. You like that? All praise, brotherhood. All right. So if you look at the top of the screen, Loopy, you see where it says 39 out of 33 out of 39 enemies routed. So when you get to a certain number, they'll let you leave the stage. But if you want to clear all of them, that's how you get the gold medal. So I try to not leave until we get everything. Trying to boss it, man. But if whenever you're ready, brother, we can break the chain. Here's some Magnum ammo over here. I got some Magnum ammo over here if you need some. Okay. So so again, I'm gonna play Isaiah chapter 49. It's a love story, and from 49 going through 50. And I need my sister on here, man. We gotta get you a system, man, so you can play Mortal Kombat with us, man. We got us a Pi Mei clan banger, man. One of the coldest Mortal Kombat sisters that I know. We try, sister. She's definitely in the league. She's definitely in the Mortal Kombat League. All right. So, anywho, that sister Yakaya, all right, sister's a beast. Here goes some Magnum ammo if you need some, Luke. All right. So, Isaiah chapter 49, going into Isaiah chapter 50, we see the Most High saying, whoa, whoa, bop, 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 bop. That's all you saying. You see that boy come around the corner getting tapped up. Ah, he got lettuce teeth. Yeah, seen somebody with lettuce teeth. The boy got lettuce teeth. Get your lettuce teeth off me. What is lettuce teeth? Don't worry about it. I hope you never have to see it. All right, so that's all 39 enemies. That's all 39 enemies routed. Now that we've got all 39 enemies routed, we have the option of leaving through the door symbol with the green circle. So since we're here and it's no rush, we just politicking. I'm gonna go back over this, and then you all can enjoy. Uh, we're gonna wait for Loopy right here. Matter of fact, we're gonna wait for him right here. So yeah, it's no sweat. And once again, we did it. Hallelujah. Kwame Asherallah. Hallelujah. Wait. Wait. Okay, you gonna do it? Okay, you do it. Okay, you do it. You do it. I'm just excited. All right. Yeah, you do it. Yo, yeah, come on. Hallelujah. That's the wave offering. You have the heave offering and the wave offering. So, but back to it. Back to it. We got all our medallions. Let's keep working. 3, 4, 5. So Isaiah 49, you're seeing the Most High have a conversation to the prophet Isaiah, and the communicate. It's not a regular, and this is I don't know how to explain it, but I want to play it again. I definitely want to read it to you all again, and we're gonna do a second portion of the Torah portion. We're gaming right now, but once we finish with gaming, we're gonna go back to reading. All right, once we finish winding down, we'll go back to reading. All right, so let's finish this up. We're gonna play this again. All right, tell me, what do you all hear? This week's Torah portion, Isaiah chapter 49. We're gonna do 49 and 50.
Chapter 49. Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, ye people from far. The Lord hath called me from the womb, from the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name, and he hath made my mouth like a sharp sword.
One more time. Yeah, all praise. All praise. So with that, with first coming in, we see it's the prophet. Now this is where it's tricky at. If you don't know how to really listen, then it is easy to get lost because I've got lost a couple times on this one. All right, still tracking. So it starts off with Isaiah talking about himself. All right. Oh, it says our brother Incredible is disconnected. All right, but it starts off him talking about himself. And then from him talking about himself, he starts to go into his narrative. Let's see. All right.
Chapter 49. Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, ye people from far. The Lord hath called me from the womb, from the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name. And he hath made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand hath he hid me, and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver hath he hid me, and said unto me, Thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom I will be glorified. Then I said, I have labored in vain, I have spent my strength for naught, and in vain. Yet surely my judgment is with the Lord, and my work with my God. And now saith the Lord that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Through Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my God shall be my strength. And he said, It is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant, to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to restore the preserved of Israel. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth. Thus saith the Lord, the Redeemer of Israel, and his Holy One, to him whom man despiseth, to him whom the nation abhorreth, to the servant of rulers.
Stop. Now this is where we're gonna stop at right here. At least for me. There's a person who personage. There's a personage that's spoken of that comes in right here. All right. There's a personage that comes in right here. Uh oh, we got NC Rebel. And see Rebel coming in, the big homie Loopy Loop. What it do, homie? All right. Uh-oh, it's say Loopy join. It's going down. We about to go get some clean up a ball for him. All right. So um this personage, okay? This personage, whoever it be, it's prophesied that they're going to do something. It's prophesied that whoever this personage is, that they're gonna do something. So let's listen to this real quick, all right? And they even says that whoever this personage is, that they're despised. Hold on. There's a separation between whoever this personage is and also Israel and also the prophet Isaiah. Let's listen.
That thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth. Thus saith the Lord, the Redeemer of Israel and his Holy One, to him whom man despiseth.
Stop. When it says thus say it, unless I'm hearing too many people, I just heard three references.
Of Israel, I will also give, and my whom I will be glorified. Then I said, I have labored in vain, I have spent my strength for naught, and in vain, yet surely my judgment is with the Lord, and my work with my God. And now saith the Lord that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Through Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my God shall be my strength. And he said, It is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserved of Israel. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth. Thus saith the Lord, the Redeemer of Israel and his Holy One, to him whom man despiseth, to him whom the nation abhorreth, to a servant of rulers, kings shall see and arise. Princes also shall worship, because of the Lord that is faithful, and the Holy One of Israel, and he shall choose thee. Thus saith the Lord, In an acceptable time have I heard thee, and in a day of salvation have I helped thee. And I will preserve thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, to establish the earth, to cause to them that are in darkness, shew yourselves. They shall feed in the ways, and their pasture shall be in all high places. They shall not hunger nor thirst, neither shall the heat nor sun smite them. For he that hath mercy on them shall lead them, even by the springs of water shall he guide them. And I will make all my mountains a way, and my highways shall be exalted. Behold, these shall come from far, and lo, these from the north and from the west, and these from the land of Sinim. Sing, O heavens, and be joyful, O earth, and break forth into singing, O mountains. For the Lord hath comforted his people, and will have mercy upon his afflicted. But Zion said, The Lord hath forsaken me, and my Lord hath forgotten me. Can a woman forget her sucking child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yea, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. Thy walls are continually before me. Thy children shall make haste, thy destroyers, and they that made thee waste shall go forth of thee. Lift up thine eyes round about, and behold, all these gather themselves together, and come to thee. As I live, saith the Lord, thou shalt surely clothe thee with them all, as with an ornament, and bind them on thee as a bride doeth. For thy waste and thy desolate places and the land of thy destruction shall even now be too narrow by reason of the inhabitants, and they that swallowed thee up shall be far away. The children which thou shalt have after thou hast lost the other shall say again in thine ears, The place is too strait for me, give place to me that I may dwell. Then shalt thou say in thine heart, Who hath begotten me these, seeing I have lost my children, and am desolate, a captive, and removing to and fro? And who hath brought up these? Behold, I was left alone. These, where have they been? And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. Shall the prey be taken from the mighty, or the lawful captive delivered? But thus saith the Lord, Even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away, and the prey of the terrible shall be delivered. For I will contend with him that contendeth with thee, and I will save thy children, and I will feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh, and they shall be drunken with their own blood, as with sweet wine. And all flesh shall know that I, the Lord, am thy Saviour, and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. Chapter 50. Thus says the Lord, where is the bill of your mother's divorcement, whom I have put away? Or which of my creditors is it to whom I have sold you? Behold, for your iniquities have ye sold yourselves, and for your transgressions is your mother put away. Wherefore, when I came, was there no man? When I called, was there none to answer? Is my hand shortened at all, that it cannot redeem, or have I no power to deliver? Behold, at my rebuke I dry up the sea. I make the rivers a wilderness. Their fish stinketh, because there is no water, and dieth for thirst. I clothe the heavens with blackness, and I make sackcloth their covering. The Lord God hath given me the tongue of the learned, that I should know how to speak a word in season to him that is weary. He wakeneth morning by morning. He wakeneth mine ear to hear as the learned. The Lord God hath opened mine ear, and I was not rebellious, neither turned away back. I gave my back to the smiters, and my cheeks to them that plucked off the hair. I hid not my face from shame and spitting. For the Lord God will help me, therefore shall I not be confounded. Therefore have I set my face like a flint, and I know that I shall not be ashamed. He is near that justifieth me. Who will contend with me? Let us stand together. Who is mine adversary? Let him come near to me. Behold, the Lord God will help me. Who is he that shall condemn me? Lo, they all shall wax old as a garment. The moth shall
I don't
wither.
know. I never
Who is
do.
among you that feareth the Lord, that obeyeth the voice of his servant, that walketh in darkness and hath no
I
light?
try not
Let him
to.
trust in the name of the Lord, and stay upon his God. Behold, all ye that kindle a fire, that compass yourselves about with sparks, walk in the light of your fire, and in the sparks that ye have kindled. This shall ye have of mine hand. Ye shall lie down in sorrow.
Okay. All right. So again, going through it.
Chapter 49.
Chapter 49, man. And no matter how many times I listen to or how many times I read, don't get too close to them. You can't. Whoa, you ran up on him, ugly boy. No matter how many times I listen to it, no matter how many times I read it, no matter how many times I go through it, it's always the same. This is not an alone story, all right? And what do I mean when I say that? When you listen to not Ecclesiastes, excuse me, Isaiah chapter 49, when you listen to Isaiah chapter 49, you can see that there is a ruler, there's a governor, there's a power that's going to come out of Israel, and he's going to come and help Israel. He's going to come and save Israel, and he's a part of this whole key, narrative as far as the children and as far as the captivity that they're going to go through, and as far as being redeemed. And it does boggle my mind, but at the same time, it is prophesied that Hamashiach would be a stumbling block to his own people. Woo, flipping. Woo, that was hard. That was hard. Back up. Nope, I got him. Don't even trip. Got him. Tap, 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 tap. Stay down, sucker face. Wow. Stay down. So, mm, when I listen to it, I hear those that are hated. I hear Israel. See, but Israel can't redeem ourselves. We can't redeem ourselves. We have to have a redeemer. So now that question is, who is that redeemer? Now that question is, who is it that's been prophesied that the Most High said He would send? And then did we just hear about him in this week's Torah portion? Did we just hear about a prophecy of Hamashiach Yahushai? I tell you, Khan, yes, we did. There's so many prophecies about Hamashiach Yahushai in the Old Testament, it's ridiculous. And the problem is that we've either never seen them or they've just never been shown to us. You can run past these dudes and they'll blow up. Whoa, he's a maniac for sure. Get up off my homie, man. He's trying to run up on my homie. Ah, I got slipped by a lizard man. A lizard person got mad at me. Cheeseburger dude. Ah, man, cheeseburger dude hit me. All right, you gonna have to stop all that. Ah, that boy yacked me. Wow, man, it's serious around these parts. Oh, lizard people. We throwing hot rocks. Hot rocks and cold blades from both directions. All right. Is that it? That we got one more. So it's 40. Don't hit the door yet. It's 40 out of 41. So eventually what you want to do on this is you want to complete every level without using no life. Every level without using no stars, and every level with defeating every enemy. Those fat dudes, you can just run past them and they'll basically blow up. You can use them as a bomb, all kind of cool stuff. All right. So with that being said, 41 out of 41 enemies routed, and that's what we're gonna see when Yasha Allah returns. We're gonna see all enemies will be routed. Nobody's gonna survive. Well, I ain't gonna say survive. Let me rephrase that. No nation is gonna stand against us. I'll say that. That's better. No nation is gonna stand against us. All right. So, uh, the gospel portion. All right. Same thing. As I go through the gospel portion, we see Hamashiach Yahushai, and he's dropping all the knowledge. Everything comes together. I just don't know how yet. But I did see this. We're supposed to not only destroy the idols that the Most High abhors. And if you are a Latino and your people, your family, your friends have statues, if they have Santa Maria, if they have little idols around the house, and you read this week's Torah portion, the Most High tells us to burn, to destroy, to break down those idols. He says, don't even have them inside your house, or they will make you an abomination like them. If you're a Negro and you have idols, statues, Catholic statues, Catholic rosaries, and that's a really hard curse that's on the Latino community because the slavery that they were put in caused them to be massive idol worshippers. The children of Israel, we weren't idol worshippers. We believed in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob who had showed us no similitude. But the thing about it is, when you look at it, scriptures, of course, when you look at the scriptures, you have to read it in Hebrew to see, is this Yahweh or is this gods, or is this Elohim? Is this powers? Or, 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 it's not hard to do. It's very easy. But going off of the English translation and looking for the name Jesus in the Old Testament, you will never, as far as I've seen, find it. But when you look for a personage, you look for some person, did Yahweh get off his throne? That's my first question. Did Yahweh get off his throne and make light? Or did the angels do it? Did his creations do it? When Moses seen the vision of the burning bush, was that the Most High Yahweh? Was that him? Or was that somebody that said, I will be what I will be? It didn't say, I am that I am. It didn't say that at all. It said, I will be what I will be. So in other words, when I come down in the form and I talk to Abraham, that's what I'm going to come down as. When I come down in the form and I talk to Joshua and I have a sword in my hand, that's what I'm going to come down as. See? When I appear as a pillar of fire by night and a cloud by day, that's what I'm going to appear as. So when we're looking at Yahweh Shai Hamashiach in the Old Testament, you're not looking for the name Jesus at all. You can if you want to. I mean, I'm not trying to discourage you. It might take a bit. But what you do want to look for, see, is this Yahweh the Most High? Or is this Yahweh's angel that he sent down? Because it does say angel of the Lord, right? So since it says angel of the Lord, you have to ask yourself, which angel of the Lord? What angel of the Lord? See? Isaiah chapter 49, I'm going to do this one more time. I'm going to do it 1,000 times so I get ready to read again. And we're going to go over it. And then once we go over it, we're going to break down what we see. We're going to wait for our brother Genesis Loopy Lane to come on. And until then, Kwame Asherala. All right.
Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, ye people.
Something else I think is wonderful is, listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, O ye people. In case you all didn't know, that's an indication that the Most High is talking to the Gentiles, saying, pay attention.
From far, the Lord hath called me from the womb, from the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name. And he hath made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand hath he hid me, and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver hath he hid me, and said unto me, Thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom I will be glorified. Then I said, I have labored in vain, I have spent my strength for naught, and in vain. Yet surely my judgment is with the Lord, and my work with my God. And now saith the Lord that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Through Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my God shall be my strength. And he said, It is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to restore the preserved of Israel. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth. Thus saith the Lord, the Redeemer of Israel, and his Holy One, to him whom man despiseth, to him whom the nation abhorreth, to a servant of rulers, kings shall see and arise, princes also shall worship, because of the Lord that is faithful, and the Holy One of Israel, and he shall choose thee. Thus saith the Lord, In an acceptable time have I heard thee, and in a day of salvation have I helped thee. And I will preserve thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, to establish the earth, to cause to inherit the desolate heritages, that thou mayest say to the prisoners, Go forth. To them that are in darkness, shew yourselves. They shall feed in the ways, and their pastures shall be in all high places. They shall not hunger nor thirst, neither shall the heat nor sun smite them. For he that hath mercy on them shall lead them, even by the springs of water shall he guide them. And I will make all my mountains a way, and my highways shall be exalted. Behold, these shall come from far, and lo, these from the north and from the west, and these from the land of Sinim. Sing, O heavens, and be joyful, O earth, and break forth into singing, O mountains. For the Lord hath comforted his people, and will have mercy upon his afflicted. But Zion said, The Lord hath forsaken me, and my Lord hath forgotten me. Can a woman forget her sucking child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yea, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. Thy walls are continually before me. Thy children shall make haste, thy destroyers, and they that made thee waste shall go forth of thee. Lift up thine eyes round about, and behold, all these gather themselves together, and come to thee. As I live, saith the Lord, thou shalt surely clothe thee with them all, as with an ornament, and bind them on thee as a bride doeth. For thy waste and thy desolate places and the land of thy destruction shall even now be too narrow by reason of the inhabitants, and they that swallow thee up shall be far away. The children which thou shalt have after thou hast lost the other shall say again in thine ears, The place is too strait for me, give place to me that I may dwell. Then shalt thou say in thine heart, Who hath begotten me thee, seeing I have lost my children, and am desolate, a captive, and removing to and fro? And who hath brought up these? Behold, I was left alone. These, where had they been? And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. Shall the prey be taken from the mighty, or the lawful captive delivered? But thus saith the Lord, Even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away, and the prey of the terrible shall be delivered. For I will contend with him that contendeth with thee, and I will save thy children, and I will feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh. They shall be drunken with their own blood, as with sweet wine. And all flesh shall know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior, and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob.
All right. Yeah, excellent. That was great communication. So, our mother Jerusalem is mentioned in here.
Chapter 50. Thus saith the Lord, Where is the bill of your mother's divorcement?
Boom, right there. So when we get to chapter 50 from Genesis chapter 49, it's talking about a people, it's talking about the savior of the people. And then from the end of Genesis chapter 4, hey, little Lightfoot dude, hey, little rich dude, a little midget, little short dude, big man complex. Dude ran up on me and bop. Man, he was like, what block you from? This is my, man, this is my. No, you don't have to sell them. You can open them up, and those records will either give you weapons or upgrades for your weapons. So you can either sell them if you don't want them. Yeah, con, but nobody is selling them. Shabbat. All right. Well, what does it say on it when you go to pick it up? What does it say? Oh, it don't say what type of ammunition it is. My bad. So like, let me see. Well, if you okay, so if you look down on your screen, You know how you walk up to it and it says full above, but look down at your bottom left corner. It should say what type of ammo, and it should, and it should say how much. Does it say what type of ammo? Okay. Hey, big head dudes back here with pimples on their faces. Yeah, hey, you know these little things blow up right here if you get too close. Okay. You got this? You want to go first or me? All right, I'm out. Shalom. And I got bippity bap to not. Oh, that was stupid. That's what I get, man. I yield the floor. I ain't using, I ain't using no life. I don't never use the life. I want to get all them achievements. But 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 back to hey, man, big head little dude, sit your butt down. So Genesis chapter 49 has Isaiah in it. It has the Most High in it. It has his people in it. But even within that, it talks about somebody that's going to come for his people, that's concerned about his people and considered as a savior. Now, my question to everybody is this personage the Most High Father himself? And I know what we say, the scripture says, have no other gods before me. We know that this is true. We know that this is true. All right. Now, what if the angel of the Most High that was with us in the Old Testament is the same angel of the Most High in the New Testament? Then that makes the Bible look totally different, a lot easier to comprehend. All right. Thank you, Luke. Appreciate that. Hey, big head dude up here with us. Ah. Don't even trip. Tapped him all the way down. Yep. Uh, that's called the homie helper. That's what we call that right there. That's the homie helper. I just jumped down. You got somebody up there with you. All right. All right. Ah, 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 ah. All right, pimple head, dude. All right, Mr. Unclean Face. All right. Oh, that's them boils that's in the scriptures, boy. That's the plague of Egypt right there. I want to get that ammunition, but we're gonna have to use them bombs for a setup or something. All right. No, sir. We got something back here. Pimple Face. If you get a headshot with them, you knock them pimples off, and then you can use them to blow up the ugly dudes. Booyah! Oh yeah, you getting stolen from way back. And getting kicked. All right. Yeah, that was all bad for him. He was getting tapped up in the tall can and got shivved in the gut. Yeah, that's all 33, homie. Once again, the homie Loopy Loop did it. Uh, hold the triangle button. Hold the triangle button, and then it'll show you which one you by either doing. But you gotta make sure you're holding the D-pad when you do them. All right. Hold the D. I mean, hold the triangle and then push the either up, down, left, right. Yeah, or you can assign R1 and L1. There you go. There you go. You got it. Yeah. 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 Because that's how you did that stage. Yeah, because that's how you did that stage. You go ahead over there and you get that target. You get that target over there. You get that. There you go. Booyah. Oh, praise. That kick is dangerous because it's very wide. It covers a lot of range, so it can knock down multiple opponents at once. So challenge medallion, we got the no herb medallion, we got the genocide medallion, which means we routed all the enemies, and the completion medallion, which means we got all medallions at once. So once again, Genesis Loopy Lane, my brother. All right, going through the going through the brotherhood, man. All right. So if you want to, you can either you go to the jukebox, and from the jukebox you can either uh, get rid of your records. You can dispose your records that way. Evaluate them or expose them. Evaluate them means you'll get what comes out of it. All right. So come. All right. So Miss Man, you got to move out because you're turning into a young lady, and I think you are behaving like a young lady at this point. I think at what age do female cats start to growing up? Because she a little too rubby. She putting all of her body weight on me. All right, Miss Man. So back to it. Jerusalem, our mother, she has many different names. All right, she's also called Yashran. All right, Yerushalayim. All right, our mother Jerusalem has many different names. Okay. So with that being said, you have to be able to listen. You're not just listening for the name Jesus. You're listening for somebody that the Most High is talking about. And as you listen, you're like, well, this is this the prophet Isaiah? Is this the Most High saying, I'm gonna make you prophet Isaiah to be, to be these things? No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not speaking to the prophet Isaiah when he's speaking to, but he's not saying that the prophet Isaiah is going to be this, because the prophet Isaiah is the one that's actually the one that's doing it. Excuse me, the prophet Isaiah is the one that's actually proclaiming the prophecy. All right. So it has to be another personage that's involved in this narrative. All right, it has to be. But we'll see. We'll see. Isaiah chapter 49, that's what I would tell everybody to do. When you get a chance, uh, go over it, look at it, break it down. Be like, man, is this talking about the Most High, or is this talking about somebody else? Is this talking about Israel? Because he does say he's going to use Israel. It's deep. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right. Ah, man. Well, they should probably start keeping the Shabbat, set apart, honoring the Shabbat. So, with that being said, I'm gonna get to this. Let's see which is it level 3. Which level we can do. All right, brother. Let me know when you're ready. All praise the Most High. All right, I'm gonna play this. There, I need take your time, brother. All right, and then for everybody's listening pleasure, Isaiah chapter
Chapter 49.
49.
Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, ye people from far. The Lord hath called me from the womb, from the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name. And he hath made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand hath he hid me, and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver hath he hid me, and said unto me, Thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom I will be glorified. Then I said, I have labored in vain, I have spent my strength for naught, and in vain. Yet surely my judgment is with the Lord, and my work with my God. And now saith the Lord that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Through Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my God shall be my strength. And he said, It is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant, to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to restore the preserved of Israel. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth. Thus saith the Lord, the Redeemer of Israel, and his Holy One, to him whom man despiseth, to him whom the nation abhorreth, to a servant of rulers, kings shall see and arise, Princes also shall worship, because of the Lord that is faithful, and the Holy One of Israel, and he shall choose thee. Thus saith the Lord, in an acceptable time have I heard thee, and in a day of salvation have I helped thee. And I will preserve thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, to establish the earth, to cause to inherit the desolate heritages, that thou mayest say to the prisoners, Go forth. To them that are in darkness, shew yourselves. They shall feed in the ways, and their pastures shall be in all high places. They shall not hunger nor thirst, neither shall the heat nor sun smite them. For he that hath mercy on them shall lead them, even by the springs of water shall he guide them. And I will make all my mountains a way, and my highways shall be exalted. Behold, these shall come from far, and lo, these from the north and from the west, and these from the left.
So now when we get to this part, we're listening, we're audibly reading about a people that's going to come. If you have the skill to listen with context clues without getting distracted, it's hard to do. You're going to hear the narrative change. Let's listen.
Shall lead them, even by the springs of water shall he guide them. And I will make all my mountains a way, and my kings shall see and arise. Princes also shall worship, because of the Lord that is faithful, and the Holy One of Israel, and he shall choose thee. Thus saith the Lord, in an acceptable time have I heard thee, and in a day of salvation have I helped thee. And I will preserve glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my God shall be my strength. And he said, It is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant, to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to restore the preserved of Israel.
Stop. So as we tell you, the narrative changes, everybody. Now, in your Bibles, if you have a 1611 King James Bible, if you have an older version Bible, you should have a symbol in your Bible, and it's called a pilcrow, okay? And you might not have known what that symbol means, but that symbol looks like kind of like a backwards P. They call it a pilcrow. They call it a silent P. They call it a blind P. And the reason that that symbol is there is so you can know when the subject is changing in the paragraph. So some people run all the paragraphs together, which we should not do. If we do that, it's going to give us a misunderstanding of the context. Okay, so right here we see that the Most High is talking to specifically, the children of Israel. Oh, Israel. But wait a minute, this is the prophet Isaiah writing this. But wait a minute, this is the Most High talking. So we have different narratives that are in here. We have different characters. All right, let's run it back real quick. And I want you all to hear this for yourself, because yes, when we read the Bible, we do read and we see the words, but do we always see the people? Do we get the proper understandings, the breakdowns? All right, let's listen more.
Lord, and my work with my God. And now saith the Lord that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Through Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my God shall be my strength. And he said, It is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant, to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to restore the preserved of Israel. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth. Thus saith the Lord, the Redeemer of Israel, and his Holy One, to him whom man despiseth, to him whom the nation abhorreth, to a servant of rulers.
All right, let's stop right there. Thus saith the Lord and his Holy One, his Redeemer of Israel. Thus saith the Lord and his Holy One, his Redeemer of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, his Holy One, and his Redeemer of Israel. Am I missing something here? Is that not alluding to a Savior of Israel? We know it's not Baal. We know it's no other false gods. We know that the prophet Jeremiah is prophesying that someone would come and redeem Israel. We know that Pontius Pilate wrote about a person who actually lived, and Pontius Pilate actually lived. So that means that Christ, the one who people verified Isaiah speaking about, did live. So he's mentioned in the Bible. He's just not mentioned under the name Jesus Christ in the Old Testament. You have to listen. All right, let's do that again, man.
Kings shall see and arise, princes also shall worship, because of his in the eyes of the Lord, and my God shall be my strength. And he said, It is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant, to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to restore the preserved of Israel. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth. Thus saith the Lord, the Redeemer of Israel, and his Holy One, to him whom man despiseth, to him whom the nation abhorreth, to a servant of rulers. Kings shall see and arise, princes also shall worship, because of the Lord that is faithful, and the Holy One of Israel, and he shall choose thee. Thus saith the Lord, in an acceptable time have I heard thee, and in a day of salvation have I helped thee. And I will preserve thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, to establish the earth, to cause to inherit the desolate heritages, that thou mayest say to the prisoners, Go forth. To them that are in darkness, shew yourselves. They shall feed in the ways, and their pasture shall be in all high places. They shall not hunger nor thirst, neither shall the heat nor sun smite them. For he that hath mercy on them shall lead them, even by the springs of water shall he guide them. And I will make all my mountains a way, and my highways shall be exalted. Behold, these shall come from far, and lo, these from the north and from the west, and these from the land of Sinim. Sing, O heavens, and be joyful, O earth, and break forth into singing, O mountains. For the Lord hath comforted his people, and will have mercy upon his afflicted. But Zion said, The Lord hath forsaken me, and my Lord hath forgotten me. Can a woman forget her sucking child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yea, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. Behold, I have great.
Okay, all praise. All praise. We're going to pause for the calls on the listening to the Torah portion. We just got our brother Rashid King Nellums that just tapped in with us. Shabbat Shalom, my Lord. What's the word, good sir? All right, let me make sure I got you on speakerphone, man. It's good to hear your voice, King. Hey, look. Hey, Yabarakaya Bashamashagal Shai Rashid King Nellums, man. We got Loopy Lane on with us, man. Shabbat Shalom. Can you hear us well? You can. Oh, for some reason, man, I don't have you on speakerphone. And it may have been because we was playing an audio when you called. Let me stop this audio. I'm gonna hang it up and give you a call right back if you can answer. We waiting for our brother Loopy Lane. We also broadcasting on Isaiah Yashal on YouTube. We are gaming and talking about the Torah. We're basically at Madrash. So you called right at the right time because we was about to, clear these levels, get off, and then get back to reading the last part of the prophets and the gospel. So you called right at the perfect time. Do you mind if I hang up and call you back so we have proper sound? Okay, all right. Oh, wait, hold up. Masha, can you hear me? There we go. No need to hang up. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
We got the golden lion in the building. That's my homie.
Oh, uh, Friday I saw Zaquan Alma.
I know. She told me, and she was so happy. She made sure that she told me to tell me to make sure that I called you and to make sure that I checked on you. And she was so happy that she seen you too.
Um,
Hallelujah. So, the water for your blessing. Like I said, right now we are on what's called Resident Evil Revelations, and we're going over the scriptures. We just finished reading a bit of we read all of the law portion. So once we read all the law portion, we came over here to talk about what we've seen. And I see Yahushua in the Old Testament. Not only Yahushua in the Old Testament, I see the salvation of our people. Uh, it just gets better every time we study it. So we actually wanted to know if we could get you on the game with us, if you're available, if that's okay, if that's not an offense.
uh, my darts hopped on the game.
Okay, all praise, all praise, all praise.
Yeah,
Oh,
she like Mortal Kombat herself.
okay, all praise. Well, there was another game that you had told me about, and it was a good co-op game. Me and Loopy we was gonna download it so we can make sure we played with you. All right. So we appreciate you, man. With the Waterfield Ministry, man. But
uh,
go ahead.
I look for the game. I think I think deleted.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Well, we also put what's called Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is a three-player, specifically a three-player co-op game to where everybody can, play together. All right, right now, like I said, we on Resident Evil 2. All right, but Destiny 2, if you can get that, all right, we're trying to make sure we all can stay together. But outside from that, did you have a chance to go over the tour with anybody?
I went well, I went to, I had read with my going to be I say
All praise,
no
hallelujah,
with the
congratulations.
I make sure she get the top portion, whatnot.
All praise, congratulations.
The water.
Hallelujah. The Wadi Howell. Hallelujah. Congratulations, Masha, on that. All right. So, did you learn anything new with this week's Torah portion?
I try to remember. And we read beginning on Monday. You know, the, the other we read, we finished it Monday and Tuesday.
Oh, wow. That's wonderful. So you all got it done early in the week.
Um,
Oh, man, that's powerful. All right. Well, if you don't mind, man, we're gonna go over it again. If you're up to it. And something that
always.
that man said always. Something that I seen when I was going through this week in Torah. We've had a lot of people recently talking about, just the same, uh, not being able to see the Messiah in the Old Testament, and it's so beautiful because he's all throughout the Old Testament. You know, he's literally everywhere in the Old Testament. So, including this week's Torah portion. So, there's usually something like a subject or something like that that'll come up and it'll catch all of our attention. And for this week's Torah portion, what caught my attention was to see Yahweh Shai, So that really caught my attention, man. I got to go through the prophet portion again. And in the process of going through the prophet portion, I want to see, what's said there. But I would love it, man, if you would be a part of that with us. All right. All praise, all praise, all praise. So our brother Genesis Loopy Lane, he's getting refocused on resettled on the Shabbat, and then we're gonna go ahead and shut this down. All right, but before we do that, all right, anything you want to say or bring out, and then afterwards, if brothers wanted to, we can do a Hebrew bootleg movie night. Sisters wanted to, we can do a Hebrew bootleg movie night. Play something for the families, play something for the children. Uh, all right, I yield the floor, brother. What says thou?
Uh, 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 Loopy, what's your dog? Is Loopy online?
As far as I know, yeah, Khan, but I think the brother was taking care of something. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this because I think he might be engaging in a conversation. But at the same time, again, if anybody did wanted to rock with us, if anybody wanted to, join, build, we're supposed to be building with some brothers a little bit later. I don't want to invite everybody to their platform because you got some people that's on there that speaks very vulgar, without discretion. So we're supposed to be meeting up with them a little bit later. But if you are interested in being on that, being a part of that, I will send that information to you. But first and above all, this week's Torah portion. All right. First and above all, this week's Torah portion. So I'm gonna ask everybody to stay focused. I'm gonna go over here and check on my homie. Make sure that I didn't leave a zombie behind, nothing like that. And they didn't take his shoes or anything like that. Okay, he's good. Okay, he's still good. All right, all right. Let's make sure. All right, make sure you get, yeah, okay, he's still good. All right. So so we're gonna go ahead and end this out. Masha, the water, brother. Anything you want to say before I finish this video off, brother? And then for the next video, we're gonna be going through the Torah portion. All right, the prophets and the gospel. Okay, so that'll be streaming live on YouTube and on Facebook. All right, I yield the floor. Masha, what you got to say? Loop, I'm about to end the stage.
Okay, real quick, I'd like to say, Dawaya Howard or Ha Dawaya Howard Shah, brought us on this beautiful Shabbat, Shalom. You know, it's a blessing to live another day, take another day, here for my Akims and my Aquaga. It's a double blessing to acknowledge the wisdom for Yahweh gave my brothers and sisters.
Truly, truly. And with that being said, Shalom, Kwame Asharala. All right, we're gonna get started on the Isaiah Yashala YouTube, Facebook. Read the prophet portion and the gospel portion before sundown. All right. And hey, my shot, man, if you can get this game, please do. All right. So we got a clear medallion. All right. It's 3 medallions. Oh, man, we got almost all the medallions. We didn't get them all. All right. But that was fun. Good timing. Let's get it. Shalom. We're ending out the video, and we will, the Most High's will, see you online so we can read the Torah. All right. Kwame Yasharala. Shalom.
Oh, yes, that's one Makai.
Shalom to come.
Of my hands, thy walls